Love without strings, the secret advantage in life and business. I read something this morning that stopped me in my tracks. It wasn't a headline or a business tip. It was a verse, 1 John 4:11. Dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. Sounds simple, even familiar, but it hit differently today. I followed it up with a devotion that unpacked the same idea. We've received the most extravagant, powerful, and unconditional gift from God, His love. And the only fitting response? Give it away. Now here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just a spiritual truth. It's a leadership principle, a business edge, a life advantage. Let me explain. The love that scales. Love might feel like a soft word in a hard-nosed business world, but hear me out. Love is the most scalable leadership strategy you'll ever practice. I'm not talking about warm fuzzies or Hallmark card emotions. I'm talking about sacrificial, patient, fierce love. The kind that shows up, speaks truth, gives grace, and chooses people over ego. That kind of love doesn't just build families. It builds teams, companies, and cultures that thrive. People don't quit jobs. They quit toxic environments. They leave leadership that makes them feel replaceable. But when you lead with love, when you value people not just for what they do, but for who they are, you create something rare: loyalty, creativity, and trust. What you've been given. Here's the truth we often forget. We lead and live from overflow. If you've received mercy, give mercy. If you've been forgiven, forgive. If someone once believed in you before you had the resume to deserve it, do that for someone else. God's love wasn't given with strings attached. And that means we're called to give without expectation of return. In business, that might look like mentoring someone who can't help you back. In life, it might look like extending grace to the family member who drains your energy. It's upside down, but it's kingdom logic. And here's the kicker. The most successful leaders and most fulfilled people I know have this one thing in common. They're generous with their love, their encouragement, their time, their belief in others. They've learned the secret. You never run out when you're connected to the source. What about the hard ones? Let's get real. Not everyone is easy to love. Some people will test your patience. Others will misunderstand you. A few will hurt you. That's why this isn't a strategy. It's a supernatural lifestyle. And it's not about being walked on. Loving someone doesn't mean you endorse their choices, tolerate abuse, or avoid hard conversations. It means you act in a way that honors their humanity and reflects your Heavenly Father. You can set boundaries and still love fiercely. You can disagree and still show honor. You can lead strong and still stay soft. From the boardroom to the kitchen table. Whether you're running a startup, leading a team, raising kids, or simply trying to live on purpose, this matters. We're not called to hoard what we've been given. We're called to multiply it. You want to stand out in business? Outlove your competition. You want to leave a legacy in your family? Outserve your selfish instincts. You want to be used by God? Outgrow your comfort zone. Love like this isn't weak. It's wildly strong. It requires a backbone, not just a heart. It's the kind of love that reflects heaven in the middle of everyday hustle. Let's pause. Time to reflect. Let me ask you a few questions. Be honest with yourself. Who in your life or business needs the kind of love you've been given? Where have you let comfort or pride stop you from reaching out? Are you giving love like a bucket or a funnel, storing it up or pouring it out? You don't need to fix everything today. Just take the next faithful step. Maybe it's a text, a lunch invite, a decision to listen more than you speak. Maybe it's finally forgiving someone who'll never say sorry. You don't need a platform to make impact. You just need love and the courage to live it out. This is how the world will know. Jesus said in John 13:35, "By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another." That's the brand. That's the difference maker. That's the way. So wherever you lead, whether it's in a conference room or around a dinner table, lead with the kind of love that points people to the one who gave it all. The kind of love that transforms everything it touches. We've been loved beyond reason. Let's live like it. And let's give what we've been given. Your turn. What's one simple step you'll take this week to reflect God's love in your business or life? Write it down. Pray over it. Then go live it. You were made for this.